Welcome back, guys. Extrapolations, episode 1. We're not covering 2 and 3, and you'll find out why. Let's extrapolate on Extrapolations. Right then, Ben. We had a little pre-talk, like pre-drinks, but pre-talk. You weren't a massive fan of this episode.
No, I wasn't. And do you know what, Steve? For me, this was mediocre at best. And I had...
Yeah, but you are the man of mediocre.
I know. But from watching the trailer, I was like, oh, do you know what? This has got some potential. Some nice camera shots, some smooth acting skills. I was like, this is going to be good.
I mean, the cast list looked phenomenal, right?
Exactly.
Like it looks like it should be a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, cast list is there. And, yeah, it's mediocre. But here at Quotidian Dads, we do like mediocre.
we do like mediocre. Yeah, to a degree. But no, it was, you know what? I was disappointed, that's why. Because the trailer built it up so much, as they do, that's their job.
Yeah, that's their job, isn't it?
But for me, it just lacked the drama and the action that a normal sci-fi thing has.
Yeah, I think it was very much...
monotone, wasn't it?
You know what it was like? It was like watching a David Attenborough thing, but without David Attenborough, you know what I mean? It was like, climate change.
Yeah, we're just watching animals then.
Yeah, I don't even care. You like they do arc on about climate change a lot, and obviously that's what it's about, so it makes sense. They mention climate change more than Last of Us showed us zombies. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, absolutely. I get climate change is important, and I'm with that. That's why I'm watching the series to begin with.
I want to see more of the story behind that. Like, obviously, there's clearly all these people in power that don't give a shit about it, and obviously they want to go to the Arctic and drill to find all these nickel and cobalt and stuff. What I didn't get though, first of all, I thought Arctic didn't really have much land. I thought it was all ice. Isn't that the point? Where are they drilling? Because I looked on a map because I was very confused with this.
Yeah.
And all the islands around the top of the Arctic, obviously the very top of the Arctic where the North Pole would be, doesn't have any land mass. I'm like, where the hell are the fuck are they drilling? But yeah, it was a bit...
It's the surrounding area.
Yeah, but it was a bit weird. Some of that is owned by Greenland, some of it's owned by someone else. So I don't get how...
Who knows what's the middle of the Arctic, Steve? Who knows how
nothing.
Deep it goes?
There's nothing there, mate. It's bloody water. That's what it bloody is, bloody water.
But no, for me, especially with it being an Apple TV series, it lacked a lot of stuff. I noticed there was a bit of a bodged scene.
You did, didn't you?
It was the moment where he opens his card and he gets the hologram of some friend's child congratulating him or whatever. And then as he closes the envelope, you can see the green inside it.
I didn't notice this because I was too busy.
Obviously from the green screen where they've done it. And I just thought, what a joke.
Amateur, man. It's Apple, Apple, $1 trillion company. What's going on here? Well, in my head,
go on.
I was too busy thinking of other things. I was thinking, Jon Snow has been beyond the wall and he's a bit cold up there. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to burn this planet now. I've had enough of the cold. Yeah. He's gone from Jon Snow, King of the North to King of the World.
King of the World, indeed.
So he's had enough. But that brings us on to some little hidden things we like, didn't it, Ben?
The hidden details that we love about the show, or spotted, should I say, because we didn't really love them that much.
Oh, you didn't love it? I thought it was. I thought it was all right.
Well, for me, this is something that you described to me, Steve, earlier on as Jurassic Park of the polar bears.
Jurassic Park with polar bears, isn't it?
It pretty much is, because it's that whole menagerie. I can't even say the word, can I?
Menagerie 2100. Yeah, the company. And all I thought was, if you're gonna do this concept, they even showed little eggs at one point.
They did.
I'm like, where's Jeff Goldblum? Where is he? Get him on for one scene. That's all I wanted. That's all we needed. Why was he not there?
Yeah, it's true. But do you know what? The nice thing about that is that we actually have something like that in real life. Up in the old Scandinavia somewhere, Norway, that region, there's a seed vault, Steve. A seed vault.
There is a seed vault, yes.
And they collect seeds from all different plants and trees that, to keep them for when they go extinct, so in the future
we can grow them.
Yeah. And that made me think of that. I thought, okay, well actually, in a way, yeah, people might moan about it, but I don't know, to a degree I agree, because
you know what,
they're protecting animals,
It's a weird one, because clearly a friend was like, why have you joined this company? She's like, because we can't save them all. Like, we clearly can't save them all. And not even that, even if you could save every animal, some animals are going extinct anyway, naturally. The concept of evolution is for things to eventually go extinct because they're shit. And, you know, like dodos, they went extinct because they'll just like walk into like someone's mouth. You know what I mean?
I was going to say they went extinct because pirates devoured them all.
Yeah, because your dodo would be like, oh, you want to eat me? All right then, I'll let you eat me. Like, that's what happened there.
I'm coming, buddy.
Hey, but yeah, I did like it looked like Jurassic Park. I was a bit let down, Jeffrey Goldblum. He hadn't popped up just to ask.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they didn't stop to think if they should.
One of the other things I noticed was the rabbi, Mr. Davide Diggs. He loves a climate change show, so he's the lead actor in Snowpiercer, which has now been cancelled, which is, you know, clearly that's why he's on the Apple, you know, with his dodgy card. He's been cancelled on the other place. but yeah. And
then this show's mediocre. I don't know, we're trying to say something.
Oh, Snowpiercer was alright. Snowpiercer was alright.
Correlation between the actor and shows getting cancelled, I'm just saying.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's come over here to ruin this show as well. But ironically, Snowpiercer was all about the world freezing over.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's all about the world burning. So, you know, it's like he's gone like, a bit like Jon Snow. He's a bit cold, isn't he? He's like, how's that warmer climate?
But you know what? Those were some of the details that we spotted. And for me, there was a thing I noticed, and it was it's going down as my best scene of the episode. Steve.
Best scene of the week.
Best scene of the episode, yeah. And you know what? For me, the highlight of this episode, pilot episode number 1, right? Apple TV, was Kit Harington eating a boiled egg.
It was, and it wasn't just the fact that you had some issues with the boiled egg, didn't you?
We'll get to that.
Before we get to that, his little device that he pulls up and like it cracks the edge of the egg.
Yeah, but then he used that device.
Hang on. All I'm saying is that device real? I need to Google this later.
He's real.
I need one of these.
They do it, and with that device, you're supposed to push it down or whatever, and it cracks the egg perfectly in a circle.
Pulls it off.
And you're supposed to take it off.
Oh.
But no, Kit Harington had to use the spoon. If you watch carefully, he knocks it in.
He does.
He digs it in a little bit, which shows that device did not work for him. And then the absolute sacrilege of him, right? Now, me and my other half watched this, right? And we were sitting at the TV and we were shouting, Kit, don't eat the egg. Kit, don't eat the egg. Because when he opens it, it's like the white of the egg is undercooked.
Yeah, but you know, it's not always easy to get a soft-boiled egg perfect, is it?
Oh, wow.
There's always a little bit of white.
Kit Harington ain't been to my house, I'm telling you that right now.
Okay, mate. You're probably all hard-boiled. You just
No, soft-boiled egg.
You probably eat the shell as well, mate. You weirdo.
But I'm telling you, it was undercooked, and he went.
You can eat raw, but you can eat eggs raw, mate. In this world now, you can eat
when
eggs
you have a
raw.
soft-boiled egg, you're not supposed to have the white that's undercooked.
But you can. It's fine.
It's irrelevant whether you can.
Okay,
you're not supposed to. He's broke the etiquette of egg eating.
There's lots of things you're not supposed to do. But you do them, didn't you?
Yeah, I do. We're not on about me. We're on about Kit Harington.
Kit Harington.
Yeah, so don't come.
Maybe in the north, mate, they don't have eggs, did they? So you don't know how to cook them, does he?
Here we go. Listen, it was for me a letdown overall. The series was.
It was a letdown, mate. You know what I mean? I think the best part of the episode was a walrus showing up.
Oh, and that as well. Do you know what? You reminded me because this walrus, right, which he anticipated towards the start of the episode. Oh, I'm a big game hunter. Oh, a walrus, you say? Oh, I'll get that. So there he is, teasing this baby one, throwing rocks at it or whatever.
No, he won't throw rocks at it. Just to clarify.
He wasn't. He was pretending to shoot, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now. And then this big daddy walrus comes behind. Oh, mummy, I'm not going to discriminate. Came behind, and as I'm thinking, okay, we're about to get a massive scene, it cuts to a walrus swimming in the water and then cuts back to a bloody body.
I'm not going to lie. In my head, that scene went a little bit differently to start with. I thought, is this walrus going to try and rape him? I don't know why I went there, but I was like, I feel like I've heard a story of walruses trying to mate with humans before, and I was like, is this guy about to get
I've never heard that before.
like, you know, done over by a walrus? And I just thought that, and I thought that's how my head went. When he died, I was like, oh, okay, clearly
they are supposed to have the biggest body parts.
Yeah, they've kept it kosher. That's all I thought. You know what I mean?
But no, for me, I just thought, my head instantly thought, Apple TV, one of the biggest companies and the biggest streaming services now going, right, they put all their money into this to make a show, and they can't even show us a walrus attacking someone.
In all fairness, have you ever watched an Apple TV show before?
No.
Well, this is clearly why, innit? You know, $1 trillion company, rubbish TV shows.
God, let down. So, how do you think, in the limited stuff that we saw, Steve, today in this pilot episode, how do you think it's going to go in the future?
So I think, looking at the episode names, I did see the episode names, it looks like we get years jumping on. So we get a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year jump on.
Yeah.
So I think, inevitably, we're going to get, you know, I think the next show we're going to be on, they're going to be trying to push that the degrees number up higher. So like, it's 2 degrees now, 2.3, 3. I think they're going to keep rolling that on. And I think there's some weird ulterior motive as to why Kit Harington's happy to have everything burn. But I think all in all, it's just going to be, these guys are bad. they keep doing bad things, and I think eventually some riot will kick off, or the planet will just die. That's where we're going. We're going to go with riot's going to kick off, Karen gets killed, or mass extinction event. That's the only way I see these two things going. I can't think of what's going on. I can't think of anything else that's going on. I feel like...
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like the rabbi story seems a bit pointless at the moment as well.
Yeah, like his dad was a bad guy, and then, you know, he wants to stay the whole... I don't know, do you know what? For me, the series was a solid 4 out of 10. Bit of a letdown.
I'd give it... I thought it was a 5. I thought it was at least middle ground. I've seen worse.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah, but for me, it wasn't necessarily bad. It just wasn't engaging enough, and it wasn't exciting enough.
I think you can do a drama with no action, but with a bit more. If you've got no action, you've almost got to have these subplots flying everywhere, and you've got to be like, oh, what's that character's motive? What's that character's motive? You know, is the walrus going to eat him or not? You know, you got to throw all these things in there. Yeah, I think it lacked. So, all in all, would we advise you watch it? Probably not.
Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch
it. Give it a miss, and if you have watched it, let us know what you thought, and did you also think the walrus was going to, you know, have a bit of hanky panky? But we'll catch you next week with something else. See ya.